So, in addition to what I had already been saying about reality being a hall of mirrors, or everyone being a projection or reflection of you, it can seem solipsistic, but it's not really, because everything stems from the one. So, when you go through speaking in analogies, this hall of mirrors, you realize that, okay, a lot of reflections and projections of the same self, but these are all fragmented aspects of that self. So instead of asking, what are you doing to me? Or why are you here? Why is this happening to me? You're asking instead, what are you showing me? And that's different. So what are you showing me? Mirror, mirror on the wall, what do you have to show me today? So all these different yous around you, because this is a universe full of reflections, or a mirrorverse. So what are you being shown? What's being shown is all the fragmented aspects of you that you have not integrated, mostly. So in life we tend to disown something, like not own it as your own, or as an extension of yourself. We tend to push these things away instead of drawing them closer to us. So I guess the objective is to love and integrate these aspects. Now, some of these aspects can come across as a bit parasitic and like sort of junk email or spam that you actually don't want or need in your life. But once you recognize these aspects as just junk and spam, you can discard without feeling guilty about it, you know? As long as there's the acknowledgement first that this aspect of me no longer serves. And what you get in terms of junk and parasites is probably something in yourself that doesn't serve you, or is dysfunctional. So you could discard it, or you could become aware of it and somehow transform it into something functional, something that actually you can use to your advantage. So I'm not saying cut all ties with what you may call toxic people or toxic environments. Instead, find a middle way and ask, how can I use this actually to my advantage? So it's a way of flipping the script, as it were. So in this sense, when you perceive a threat or a so-called enemy out there on the projector screen, you realize, wait a second. Perhaps I can use this aspect of me to my advantage. That is, if you wish not to discard that aspect altogether. So, discernment is key. Becoming aware and discerning. What purpose does this aspect serve in your life? So, For example, when you go through a fun house and all these mirrors are showing you different forms and configurations of you, and you see a distorted one, and it's like, oh, okay, and you're taken aback because you don't own that as you. But even though you see a reflection that's distorted, it doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean it's true. So whilst there are aspects around you that are all sort of projections and reflections of you, some of them might not resonate, and that's okay. Some of these things might not be true. Distortions are just it's like the truth that's been sort of covered over or played around with, But also distortions can be quite revealing and even fun. Like, for example, when you play on your phone and you turn your face into all these different patterns and exaggerated smiles and whatnot. Those are distortions, and they could either exaggerate who you are or enhance who you are, or in whatever context that resonates with you. So just remind yourself that it is a hall of mirrors, and once you realize this, it can get, yes, very engrossing, but ultimately there's nothing fundamentally to fear, because everything is you. When you get involved in a TV series or a movie, there is emotional engagement and you get sort of vibrationally involved. But fundamentally there's nothing to fear, because it's all a dream. Now, nightmares can feel very real indeed. When you wake up from a bad dream, it takes you a while to shake off the cobwebs and realize, oh, that was just a dream, because it felt real. So in the next video, I'll talk about the dream world versus the real world, and how both, the language of both, is basically centered in feeling. So there we go. Thanks for joining.